Good afternoon, everyone. We're here with another Grand Star. I'm Justin with Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We're here at the 2025 Newmar Dealer Conference. We're revealing all the 2026 model year Newmars. The new product this year is the Newmar Grand Star. So it's their more approachable Super C. So it's going to be built on the S2 RV chassis. So that's going to be the Cummins ISB block with a 6.7 liter, 360 horsepower, 800 foot-pounds of torque, so it'll give you a 12,000 pound tow capacity. They put a Gen Y on the hitch, Gen Y hitch on the back, so we'll cover that when we get back around. We're started at the front, so you got the big windshield up here, so going to drive very similar to a truck. You're going to have the air ride seats inside, so it's going to make it that much more comfortable of a drive. This one's equipped with the Onyx package. So what that is you have these black American Racing wheels on it. Your mirrors are black. Your door handles are black, and then it's also an option to have this stainless powder coated steel trim down the bottom. So whenever you don't order that, you don't get, it'll just be paint, but when you get the Onyx package, it's the black trim all the way down on the bottom. We're gonna take a step back and look at the paint job on this coach. So this is the Rutledge color. It's actually, I think, one of the nicest ones of the three colors that they have right now. That red, black, and white go really well together with this. So we'll work our way up and then down underneath. So you do have an outside TV. It's a Samsung Smart TV. It's a 4K. It does have a sound bar on it. And it is on a swivel mount, so you can pull this out and articulate it around depending on where you're set up in the campground. Underneath these first two compartments are just going to be storage. And we do have lights under here. You can switch them on and off. And once we get inside, right next to that entry door, there's actually a master cargo light switch. So you can just leave these on down here and make it easy to kill the power to everything. Just another look at the paint job. So again, with that Onyx package, you get black handles, black grab bar, black Newmar emblems, black Grand Star, just to make a much more aesthetic look on it. Back here, you do have a bigger storage compartment, a couple outlets out here, and then they do give you a couple extra tiles from the batch for the floor that's inside, so you don't have to try and find or special order tiles if you crack one or break one. So on these banners that they put up for us, this one is the 3948. So this is actually a breakdown of the floor plan. It's bath and a half floor plan, opposing seating areas up front and king bed in the rear. So a couple of the features on it. This one's specifically an all-electric coach, but if it wasn't, you would still get the Truma continuous hot water. So that's very helpful. Just some your higher end ones, but again, we optioned this one all-electric. So you'll have continuous hot water through the hydronic heating system. So we'll keep working our way back towards here. Under here, you'll have another massive storage compartment. And again, more of the lights you can turn off from inside. This one will just be access to the water bay. This is your fresh tank drain. And this last one will actually have a little pass-through above. Since all the drivetrains in front of it, you can actually throw some stuff back here and then any larger stuff up and over it. So you have a beautifully painted rear fiberglass cap. Again, you can see more of that black Onyx package badging back here. You can see the rear LED marker lights on there, and you can also see your rear camera up there. Down here you do have your Gen Y hitch. So rated for 12,000 pounds, and you do have the 7-way plug built into that. This one is the other side of the pass-through. And right here you'll have your Victron 2000 watt inverter, and then you also have a 50 amp power cord reel. So Newmar actually switched to the Victrons inverters on all of their lines for the 2026 model year, just because it's a more efficient system. And your power cord, your 50 amp power cord reel, your buttons over here to switch it, and then you'll also have cable inlets down here, and you also have your transfer switch as well as a built-in surge protector, just so you have a little bit more protection from dirty power at campsites. Next, the next compartment, you'll have your 6 house AGM batteries. There is an all lithium option for this, but this one's optioned with the AGMs. You'll have a small storage compartment here. It does have a little drain in it, so if you want to put your sewage hose or anything that is going to get a little messy and you don't want to mess any of your other bays up, you can throw them in here. This one will be your water bay. So you do have a hot and cold outdoor shower out here. You have a whole house water filter here, and then you also have your black and gray tank drains here. So you'll have the dump right there, and you can run the hose out through it. Access to your water pump is easy in this bay, as well as all your low point drains, black tank flush, and your freshwater fill. On the Grand Stars, you do have an 8,000 watt quiet diesel Onan generator. You can start it from out here or inside the coach. This one will be your Oasis Chinook hydronic heating system. So that's going to be for your furnace as well as continuous hot water. And the last one is going to be your hydraulic pump as well as your chassis batteries. So we're going to work our way around. You can see the big engine up here. Newmar actually puts gas struts on this, so this hood closes easy and you don't have to worry about it slamming down on top of itself. Before we go inside, Evan, we'll pan up. So you can actually see the slide toppers already mounted on it, and then you can also see the awning. The awning does have the rock guard on it. It's going to protect the fabric from sun, brush, debris, anything like that that can destroy the awning or erode it over time. So I'll go in, and then this step well, there's 2 compartments in here. And then if we look to the left before we come in, this is that master switch for the cargo lights. And then above it, up here, is also going to be the master switch for the ceiling lights. So they started implementing that last year just for turning lights on and off instead of having to find a control panel. So in here, it looks like the wood color is your Mesa glazed chiffon maple. It is the 2-tone cabinetry, so you will have the white cabinets above and then the brownish cabinets below. It is the suede color, so it's more of a matte finish than a gloss finish. One thing that the Grand Stars are doing is it's their only Super C with an overhead cab bunk. So you'll have a large bed up here, large window up here. It's a motorized shade for the blind up here. So the person up there can block out the light and have a little dark room. You do have vents up here, whereas a lot of the Super Cs and Class Cs don't. So the person up here is usually hot or cold. Blind for privacy. 2 gas struts to make it easy. And then when this, and then down in the cockpit, it's going to be the S2RV chassis, so you'll have a lot of the Freightliner custom chassis features. So cruise control over here on the right, menu controls over here. You can hang up and call on this side. This left menu will navigate through the dash. Your headlight controls are over there, as well as all of your drive, neutral, reverse controls are here. Your exhaust brake is through flipping this switch, and then paddle shifting if you're going through the mountains or you need a downshift. Parking brake's off to the right hand side, so it's nice and it's close and accessible. You'll have the Sony 10-inch screen, and right now it's in demo mode, so you're going to get a lot of the features displaying, showing you that you can move it all around. Below that, you'll have a battery boost, house or chassis, so that links the two groups of batteries. So you can have power if you ever kill one or the other, jumpstart the chassis, jumpstart the generator, just to make sure you're not going to be stranded somewhere. This is one of the second of the third place to turn on the generator. So you would just hold gen start on that. It'll prime itself and then it'll fire up. Your leveling controls are also up here, as well as your dash controls for heating and air up here. The seats in the S2 chassis are air ride seats, so you'll have air lumbar, air height adjust it to your height and weight, and then obviously make sure you lock the seat in place so you're not sliding back and forth whenever you're pressing the gas or the brakes. So we'll start our way on the driver's side and work our way down. So over here, a common theme amongst the Grand Stars is having a booth dinette. So this booth dinette actually doubles as a sleeper. You'd flip the lever, push it down. In that back bedroom closet, there's going to be the middle cushion for here. There's two drawers underneath these. So while you're still facing that side, there's actually a televator over there that one touch, you push it up, and it comes up so you can have a view of the TV or a view of the window. So you do have 3 windows on the driver's side in the living area. They all open so you can get a lot of fresh air and a lot of natural light. All of your blinds are going to be day shades as well as night shades. So depending on the mood, if you're trying to block out the glare of the sun, you can do that. Above the dinette, you'll have 2 cabinets and 1 AV cabinet. So the left and the right of the AV cabinet are going to be identical. You're going to have nice deep storage up there. Put whatever you'd like for the living area, your kitchen. The center one's going to be an AV cabinet, so you're going to have HDMI plugs in here, outlets, cable inlets in here. So that way you can set up whatever you want to do in here. DVD player, Blu-ray, streaming device, whatever you need. Mounted to the top of it, you'll have a sound bar that's tied in with the TV. So it is a 4K smart TV, so you'll have that going for you. We'll work our way into the kitchen. So just like the other Grand Star that we saw, this is going to have a nice, good kitchen area for the size of the coach. So you'll have big stainless steel sink, and it's that darker stainless steel, so it shows a little bit less of the scratches and stuff over time. A little more resilient. You get the solid surface countertop as well as covers for everything. A little countertop extension that is the same material. So again, Newmar, everything that they do, you'll have the removable induction cooktop, because a lot of people don't like cooking in here. So 2-burner true induction cooktop. Anything a magnet will stick to, it'll work with, or you can buy specialized induction pans and it'll work even more efficiently. You can lift it up, unplug it, and take it outside if you want to do all your cooking out there. You'll have a backsplash tiled in around, and it is real tile. It's not a stick-on backsplash. Above that, you'll have the Whirlpool microwave. So it's a convection oven, it's a microwave, and it also uses an air fryer. So it's a very common aftermarket upgrade that people are doing with it. So big drawer right below the induction. So you have a utensil tray as well as just a lot of storage in here. Right now they have the touch-up paints and all the remotes in here for transit. This specific one was optioned with the dishwasher. So it can be storage, pan storage. I had one customer tell me one time that they filled it with ice and used it as a beer cooler. So whatever you want it to be. A few drawers. Again, even though this is their entry-level Super C, they're still making the hardwood cabinetry. It's all handmade, hand-stained, all soft close on all of it. This will be your largest cabinet in the kitchen. So it does go all the way through. It's back, it has a lip to finish it up back there. You're not seeing all the plumbing in there. You just see a little bit of it. But then it's also just a giant cabinet where you can put whatever you need back there. So 18 cubic foot residential fridge with an ice maker. They're using this black travel lock on everything just to keep it all closed during transit. You'll have a big pocket door to the bedroom. So you still have gaps, a little gap at the top and then a little gap at the bottom, just so you can have a good amount of airflow. You do have two 15K ACs on this. Both utilize heat pumps, and we'll get into that when we get to the control panel. So as we work our way through the bedroom, you'll have hanging storage on each side of the TV in the bedroom. This will be the Newmar's owner's manuals, so they send you with a lot of light reading. And that's the middle cushion for converting the dinette into a bed. TV in the middle. Then the other side of the hanging wardrobe. Below, you'll have the drawer with the long extension so you can get in and out easily. You'll have 3 more normal drawers right here. You'll have 1 AV drawer with the glass face, so all the infrared remotes and everything can go through it. Again, HDMI connections, outlets and everything down here, so you can set this TV up however you want. And then 1 final drawer. So one thing that Newmar did for 2026 is they started using this patio weave material. So what that does is it's easier to clean. You don't get any of the material or any of the sand, the dirt, staining and everything tied into it. And it doesn't trap any odors like the normal carpet does. So it just gives it a more cleaner look and a more aesthetic look, and it's a little bit more hygienic as well as easier to maintain. Even though this is their entry-level Super C, you still have tile flooring. So a lot of other motorhomes that are in this chassis realm will use laminate flooring still, just to bring costs down, as well as, with costs coming down, quality goes down. So they just want to make sure they're keeping that same Newmar quality, even though this is their entry-level Super C. So we'll work the way to the bathroom. Again, another pocket door to separate everything. 30 by 40 shower. So still using a big shower. And this motorhome is only 39 foot long, so it's by no means 40, 45 foot like a lot of the other ones try to be. And they're still a little bit shorter than what some manufacturers will use on this chassis, just to make sure you have full towing capabilities and you don't have to do the math to make sure you can tow something. Little shelf in it. It is a one-piece fiberglass shower. It does include the shower miser for anybody that likes to do the off-grid camping. So you're going to have the big bowl. You'll have the solid surface sinks as well as the little backsplashes tied into it just to help protect the walls and the cabinetry. They use the raised bowls just so you get that much more counter space, as well as you can throw stuff in it. One of your fantastic fan controls are back here, and you do have a pretty wide medicine cabinet. Down below, you'll have 1 cabinet and then quite a few drawers. So even though this is a bath and a half and this isn't a super large bathroom, you still get ample amounts of storage space back here. So as we're leaving, there's another big one that we'll look at. All right, so back here, you do have stackable washer and dryer. And they do mount it to a shelf instead of to each other, so it just makes it that much more solid when it's in here. Less likely to vibrate around. And this one also has the egress door, so you can pop that open. You can yank this valance off. It's just a series of clips. You do have the day and night shades for privacy in the bedroom. This panel is just magnetic, so it pops right here. You pull that clip and drop the ladder down. You can get out in and out super quick in case of an emergency, or some people will use it to actually load up the bathroom so they don't have to walk through the entire coach. So the last thing that we'll cover is this cabinet back here. We'll have to probably wiggle around. So another large hanging space, as well as nice deep storage down below. So you have a place in the bathroom to put all your towels, toiletries, and extra things like that. A lot of the times you don't get a nice big storage spot in these bathrooms. All right. So you do have a king size bed back here. Underneath the bed, you have storage. It's not a tilt-a bed, so you still retain your underbed storage. in Newmar fashion. Up above, you have the outlet, and then you have the 2 black holes, so you can put the hoses down, CPAP hoses, any electrical chargers, anything you need to do. You can put them over there. Day and night shades on both windows. Both windows on the sides of the bed are opening windows as well. While we're still over there, you got solid surface countertops on both sides, so don't be afraid to set a drink on those or anything. Whiskey glasses, wine glasses, Cokes, whatever beverages you like. You have outlets. They're USB-A, USB-C, as well as 110 outlets. So they use that through the coach. If anybody's built a house, they know those are more expensive to use instead of your standard little 99-cent outlets. So while we're going back to the middle, we're going to hit the control panel on this one. So it's very similar to the other ones. You're going to have all your displays right here, house and chassis voltage, tank levels, master light controls, as well as the TV lift up and down here. The Grand Stars do come with heating pads glued to the tank, so that's just going to help them go deeper into those colder seasons. Automatic gen starts. You can set it to where it'll turn on your generator at battery voltage as well as HVAC. So you can set it to certain AC temperatures. So if it starts warming up in the coach, you can turn it on. It'll automatically turn on the gen, power on the ACs, and start cooling down the coach, just in case you're one that likes to travel with pets. Your HVAC controls, again, 215K ACs, both with heat pumps on it. So you can set the temperatures for the 2 zones separately. You could cycle through the modes: cool, auto, heat pump, furnace, fan, or off. The furnace is going to be your Oasis, because again, this one's an all-electric coach, so it utilizes the Oasis hydronic heating. So to turn it on, you would just select a burner, or you'll just select one AC element or both electric elements on them. Bluetooth pair, you can download the app for it, the Newmar app, and then connect your phone to it, and you can control most of this panel from your phone. And it's Bluetooth, so it only operates within a certain range. Lights, you're going to have each in your zones for lights. And then you can choose whether they're on and off over there. And then again, you'll have access to all the masters here, so you can turn everything on and off. Fantastic fans, you're going to have one in the kitchen and then one in each of the bathrooms. That's just going to act like an attic fan. So since you have the frameless windows that tilt out, you just turn those on and open the windows, and you get a nice cool breeze through the coach whenever you don't feel like using the AC. So this is the half bathroom, so this is going to be the one that's most accessible while you're traveling. When these slides close, you'll pretty much have shoulder width walk through the coach. You'll be able to use the fridge, you'll be able to use the kitchen, the microwave, and then again the half bathroom. So in the bathroom, they have lots of cabinets. Your electricals in here, your breakers over here, fuses are over here. And they do include some spare fuses at all the fuse locations, just in case, but it doesn't hurt to buy your own. More cabinetry space. You'll have that same split mirror vanity, just like in the rear bathroom. Again, they put the solid surface countertop through here and on the walls. And then this one uses a recessed bowl, just so you can have a little bit more space. Again, toss stuff in there while you're traveling. So this one does have drawer space, even though it is a small bathroom in here, because this is just meant for the traveling or that extra guest bathroom. And it does use that pocket door, hinge in the middle door, just so you can get in and out fully and have a wider opening without impeding with the slide and having to slide past it. So what we walked past when we came in is you have a bunch of adjustable shelves. This is kind of your pantry. And then coat closet with more storage above, more storage below. So it's a good spot to throw some shoes, some coats, anything that you need. In here is going to be all of your master controls. So battery disconnect, step controls, block heater, patio light for outside, antenna controls, awning controls in the awning light, and then your slide room controls for up front, your power management system, and then this will be for your Victron Energy for your inverter. So you can choose how it's set up to whether it's bulk charging, charger only, or if it is inverting power. So pretty much the last area in here is going to be your theater seating. So you can have either a couch here, or you can have the theater seating with the middle section. Above them is 3 super deep cabinets. They are all connected, so if you want to put larger items up here that you can. You do have 3 windows over here. They all have the day and night shades. They all open, so it's good for getting that coach ventilation. Solid surface countertop in the middle. Just another thing that they're doing for those beverages, making sure people aren't damaging the leather. You still get your normal cup holders, and then you still have the theater seats. They are manual, so pop it and then pull out and slide down just to get comfortable with whatever's comfortable for you. That looks like it's going to be it for this one. I'm Justin with Transwest Truck Trailer RV. This has been the 25 Newmar dealer meeting for showing all the 26 model years. If you'd like more information on this one or any other Newmar product that we have, you can reach me directly at 404-936-6215. See you next time.